Hello everybody, this is Silver Amethyst. Season 2 of Monsters and Wolves has concluded. And the reason why you are here is because we are going to talk about the production of Season 3. But to understand where I'm coming from, I first need to talk a bit about Season 1 and Season 2. So, let's start. In Season 1, I made it clear through my comment section that I wanted to make this series on my own. And the reason for that is that I do this as a hobby for fun. I am not professional about this. The story is not the best, or the videos I make of the series are not the best. They could be, or they would be if I approached this as a professional. I don't, because that brings more stress. And the reason I make these videos is because I want to unstress. I want to make something fun and something relaxing. And if I can do that while also helping and comforting and entertaining a lot of people, that is just a huge bonus. So that is the mentality that I started making videos with, and the mentality I had in Season 1, but there was something else in Season 1. Because I started my YouTube channel with the first video of Monsters and Wolves with the intention of just being wholesome and comforting. And that is what this series has brought to a lot of people. Though in episode 4, or actually in episode 3, but in episode 4 it escalated. I decided to drop the just wholesomeness part and started telling a good story. And when you're not just making something wholesome, but focusing on a story, eventually multiple characters appear. So then came Kurgan, then came the mayor, then came Kevin, then came all the other characters that followed, including the ones in Season 2. But in Season 2 there were even more characters than in Season 1. And that brought a problem with it. Because I am not a professional voice actor. I like doing it, and I think I'm halfway decent at it. Everybody can decide that for themselves. But I like to think that I can do something. Though there are certain voices that I needed for the series that I just could not do, like some female voices. That is why there is a huge lack of female characters in both Season 1 and in Season 2, where there were like 2 female characters. The rest are all guys, because I am a guy and I have a guy voice. So, but even as a guy, I have difficulty with coming up with different recognizable voices that are distinguished from each other. And the voice changer I use in my video editing software helps a little bit, but it's not enough to carry. It needs to come from your own voice. So although I wanted to do everything myself, I decided to concede the idea of doing it on my own, and I asked for help. This was one of the scariest and hardest things for me to do, because I don't want, or didn't want, to ask for help for a hobby project. The way I saw it, and still sort of do, is if I'm doing this as a hobby for fun, why do I need to ask other people to help me have fun? Why can't I do this on my own? But when I started wanting to make quality in my videos and not just wholesome vibes, I conceded and said, I need a female voice, and I need an artist that can draw a house, because I had an art block and my drawing tablet broke down, so I couldn't. So I asked for help. And that got me thinking. And I've talked about this with some friends, some new friends I made, and I've grown to see it in a different perspective. Basically, if I find it fun to make these types of videos, then other people might like to help with these sort of videos. So that is what I have decided I'm going to do for the rest of all seasons of Monsters and Wolves, and also some other series that I make if it requires help. Since because I'm a control freak, I want to do most things, or all the things that I can do on my own. I want to do on my own. But if I need help, then I am not afraid to ask for help anymore. And when I ask for help, I would like that help to come from you guys, the community, the ones who enjoy my content and want to attribute to that. So, now comes the obvious question: how can you help? And on what can you help? Well, right now, Season 3 is only in concept. I have a vague idea of what is going to happen, but nothing is written down yet. The scripts are not yet started, so I don't know what kind of characters are coming from that. But without a doubt, there will be some new characters. And because of diversity, but also because it might be better for the story, I want to include more female characters into the story. So those voices are coming. Besides that, I found it hard to do some of the artworks for the episodes, and the episode with the most amount of art has been episode 9, which has had over 40 different art pieces, and actually needed more, but I cut down because I just couldn't keep going anymore. And the thing that was the hardest was some of the character designs. Of course, the drawing of Leinon, which eventually I found, or I asked for help for. But also the design for Soul Walkers. So, that brings me to the things that I would like your guys' help on. I would like the community to make their own Soul Walker designs, or their own witches designs, or just your OCs that could fit into the world of Monsters and Wolves. Whether that be a werewolf, a witch, a soul walker, a vampire, or some other type of, or just a human, that doesn't matter. All OCs are welcome, and I would really appreciate some soul walkers, because right now I have just this noodle design, and it will not cut it for the rest of the time. Besides that, again, getting the community to attribute to making this series better is something that a lot of people might enjoy. The way you can submit your OCs or your character designs is to join my Discord and leave them in the art channel and pinging me so that I know. Or you can send your designs to my email address, which is this. There's also a link in the description to which you can send your character designs. When you're submitting a character design, I would appreciate you also telling me how I can credit you. You will be credited in the description, and I can also not pay you for this, since I'm not making any money of my videos, and I don't want to make any money of my videos because that brings more stress. So if you are submitting your character, I will credit you, but I will not be paying in money. Also, when it comes to art, there is a chance that I will require a specific arc piece, that if I need a specific arc piece, I will notify my Discord. So again, if you want to help or if you want to be available for that, there is a link in the description to join the Discord server. Now, I said that I am planning on making more female characters in the story, and as I told before, I cannot do a female voice, so for that I would definitely need help. But there are also some male characters that I want to give a fresh new voice to, and there are also characters that can be either male or female. That doesn't really matter for the story. So it doesn't matter if you're a boy, a girl, non-binary, something else. If you want to lend a helping hand or at least be available, just let me know. Record a small line telling me your name, where you're from, a little bit about yourself, and maybe one of your favorite moments of the series so far. And when you record that also with your microphone, so I can test if your microphone is good enough. And for those of you who think they have a bad microphone, just send it in, because I also thought I had a bad microphone. I have a lot of friends that think they have bad microphones, but there is a lot of things you can fix with video editing and sound editing. We can at least try and see. If you want to be available as a voice actor, I will make a new channel on my Discord server in which you can post your microphone quality and your voice lines, if you will. And I'm sorry for those of you who want to join but cannot have Discord or don't have Discord or are not allowed. This is something I want to do via Discord and not via the mail. So sorry to those people, but if you are able and willing to help with voice work, then you can join the Discord server. Of course, when you are helping with voice work, it is unavoidable that you will encounter some spoilers. Because of that, I will, in my Discord server, whenever a role or a voice is needed, I will put in a small description of the voice I'm looking for, and also ping certain people if they have sent their auditions, if you will. I will ping them, but I will also put in how much or how severe of a spoiler they will get, and during the recording sessions I will try to keep the spoilers to a minimum, but sadly they are unavoidable by nature of working on the series. That being said, Season 3 has not yet started, or the production has not yet started, and it will also take a very, very, very long time. So don't expect Season 3 to come out in like next month. It will take at least half a year, if not longer. But I will be working on it. Don't worry, I will not overwork myself. As I told you before, this is something I do for fun and for relaxation, not for money, not for work, not for any other reason. And before Season 3, I am going to do what I've done between Season 1 and 2, and that is make filler episodes, which are just more wholesome time, maybe a bit more ASMR relax focused, like the Sleep Aid video I did and the Playful Times video I did. So if you have any requests or certain scenarios that you would like Monsterdad and Little Pup to be in for a filler episode, please let me know your ideas in the comments or leave your video requests in the video request section on my Discord server. And also, if you have any ideas for either season 3 or 4, nothing is written. There's a lot of room for ideas, and actually I got some ideas for season 2 based on the comments or some comments that were made on the finale of season 1. So if you have any ideas, let them know, and I'll see if I can, if I get inspired by those ideas, or if I can use those ideas literally. So, that is all. If you have any other questions about anything, doesn't have to be Monsters and Wolves related, doesn't have to be season 3 related, just let me know down in the comments, or again, join the Discord server to ask all the questions you could ever have, or just to hang out. It's a very wholesome place there, and I'd love to hang around with more of you amazing people, because I know that there are a lot of amazing people among you. So that is all for now. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sticking with me throughout season 1 and season 2, and I'll hope to see you all in season 3.